Welcome to our Import-Export video tutorial. If you are familiar with Excel or CSV format, we have a great tool for you today. GlobalLink's Import-Export feature allows you to make bulk changes to products, listing details, and orders, all offline on your desktop. And you can simply upload these changes back onto the GlobalLink system, and GlobalLink will make these changes immediately. Sellers can also use the import-export feature to add products or listing details to the GlobalLink system. For many sellers, this may increase efficiency by taking the data entry process offline, which essentially removes the performance constraints of an online system. Our import-export feature is simple to use. First, you go to the Import and Export menu and select the Import-Export submenu item. To add a new import-export request, click on the green Import-Export button. You will then be given multiple options. Either A, export products from the Manage Products page, listing details from Listing Details page, scheduled listings from the Listing Launcher page, active listings from the Active Listings page, or orders from the Manage Orders page. Or the second option will be import a file. Let's say, for example, some of your products one day, due to heavy competition, have dropped in price, and you need to make edits immediately to keep abreast of market conditions. That means you may have to edit active, scheduled, and offline listing details to complete all the necessary changes. Let's first fix the listing details which generated the live eBay listings so that we won't have to deal with any more new listings with outdated prices. To do this, let's select the Export Listing Details option down here and click the Next button. Let's then select the products which you want to export listing details for, and then select the listing details to export. So for example, if I have several of my athletic sports star photos that I want to adjust prices for, then I'd go in and view these listing details. And then I can select the listing details to edit. So for example, I can select all of them and then click the Export button. From there, I need to give this export task a task name. Let's just call this Test 1. And I can actually select either export it via Excel file or CSV file. I have to select the columns which I want to export. Obviously, I want to export the price to make adjustments, but for purposes of this demo, let's select all the columns and then click OK. You will then be taken to the Import-Export Summary page, and then you can see that my request is available in this table below, and the status is processing and initiated. Once in a while, I can click the refresh button to update the status, but in most cases, a import or export request will take 5 to 10 minutes. So once this import-export request is done, you can see under progress, it is listed as 100% complete. Let's now click on this hyperlink to download your export request. Let's go to our desktop, and after unzipping this file, we can open up the Excel file. When you open the file, you'll notice that GlobalLink has gone a long way in making this Excel file far more user-friendly. Such as, you'll notice, for each column, you'll see comments. which will display further instructions on how to enter data into the appropriate fields below. Secondly, for certain columns, such as eBay accounts, will actually display drop menus rather than requiring you to manually enter the data. Third, you'll easily notice on top of each column header, you'll see read only for columns which you should not edit. And then for columns that you can edit, there will be no read only text on top of the table headers. And then lastly, you'll see another tab called Instruction Manual below, which you can easily reference to find out further information on how to enter in column data appropriately. Now, we mentioned before that we wanted to adjust prices because of rising competition. So obviously prices for these particular listing details have to go down. So let's go ahead and let's find the price columns. So you can see price currently it's at 99 cents. For the sake of the demo, let's lower some of the prices slightly. Let's change this to 85 cents. And let's change this one, ID 34, to from 89 cents to 80 cents. And then once I'm done, I can click Save, close the file, and then add another import request. I can import it, give it a task name, test import, and browse for the file that I just saved. I believe the file was called export listing details 2010.102.00912. Let's go ahead and find that file and then click Next. And then you'll see that this test import request has been initiated.